it going? How's it going? How's it going? Hello, guys. Welcome to our very first podcast. This podcast is called RKL, also known as Radio High Language. And, here we are with Kina McBrayer and myself, Raphael. And, just for, listen, admire the vibe,
That's one thing I gotta say, dude. I feel comfortable right now. Like, dude, the setup, really all you needed, some flags, $20 LED lights, some fake plants, and really, we got a nice vibey setup.
We're sponsored. ABC Tuesday and
University of Providence.
Yes.
So shout out to them for providing us with the water bottles and the hydration.
Yeah.
So
always be hydrated.
Raph, cheers.
Cheers.
We do not support alcohol.
Done.
So let's talk about this, dude. How's everything going?
Oh, everything's good. Everything's good. Start off with my day.
How is it?
Oh man, I was with some studs this morning.
Were you?
Yes, I was. I was out refereeing,
The little ones?
The little kids.
Little guys.
Always got to get back to the community.
And that's awesome.
Always.
Love to hear that, Raph.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And, back to, studs. This game mattered so much to them. I don't know why it mattered so much.
Why did it matter so much?
Because it was the championship game.
Yo, so this means I was told this was the championship game and this would be your last time reffing.
Yes. Yeah, sadly.
Man, those kids probably went at it today.
Oh, they did. They had a heck of a time. Speaking of heck of time, there was a kid, number 10. I don't know what team he was on. There's a lot of refereeing that I've done, so you can't really get the sense of a team. My fault, but this kid was an absolute unit.
I wonder what that kid's been eating.
Oh man, he's been eating.
These kids are big, dude.
Really big. He's about your height, pretty cool. Really big kid.
He was carrying the team or what?
Oh yes, carried the team exponentially.
Kind of like how you carry the team in sacks.
What can I say?
What can I say?
I try my best.
Speaking of studs, that's where me and Raph actually met, was on the football field. So like back home in Hawaii where we're both from, we come from the same high school. Shout out to Kapolei. But me and Raph, he transferred in his sophomore year and I was a freshman, and we met on the football field, and Raph was out there doing his thing, as he should be as a D lineman. And that pretty much translates to his tackling on the field and to tackling on the mat. And honestly, that's where me and him were passionate at, and which pretty much got us here to U Providence today. So shout out to wrestling, shout out to Raph, shout out to me for both of us enduring through the hard times, because really it got us here, and we're just grateful.
Very grateful for this guy, Very, very, very grindy, has the perfect workout plans and nutritionist. Shout out to the dads.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much how we met. We both came from the same island. I can't say graduated, but 5th grade year was in Makakilo, moved to Massachusetts, or more like, Massachusetts, really small city called Fall River. And I lived there for a good amount of 4.5 years. And went back to Hawaii, kind of mid-freshman year, got into football my sophomore year, because I couldn't get on to any sport. And that's how I met this stud. Going in for a screenplay, I wasn't expecting anything, and I felt something. Whoa! I kind of just stopped in my path. I looked down at just this guy, and we pursued our passion for wrestling even in the same year, my sophomore year, his freshman year, and we dropped football eventually, and
we progressed really fast. Yeah. And one thing about me and Raph, we had the heart for it. tough times, you know, to push through. And that really is what pushed us to get to the school today. So, in terms of that, let's talk about how this weather's been, dude.
So, yeah, speaking of weather, man.
Because
you know,
back home,
Oh,
let's just talk about back home, man. Speaking of vibes, back home. The one thing vibey about back home was the weather. And I don't know, last week, Raph,
it was quite a chilling one, you know. Speaking of chilly, last week the power outage went off. We were in the dark.
that was crazy.
Yes, quite a scene, quite a scene.
And you know, a bunch of college students, of course everyone's gonna freak out. And that's exactly what happened. Everyone freaked out. There was no power for about, let's just say, 2 hours
2 hours.
or so.
Yeah.
But, you know, I feel like everyone got to know each other better. Being in the dorms with no power, everyone scared, rushes downstairs, asks what's going on, and that's the one thing good we got out of that power outage.
Yeah. Pretty much so, you know what I mean? But the weather was kind of crazy that week, especially that power outage. We all went outside and we enjoyed the adventure of the darkness. You know what I mean?
Talk about this morning, though, at your game. This is probably the coldest game yet.
Yeah. Nah, I wouldn't say the coldest, but as far of this year, was the coldest. You know, it was very chilly. My feet were freezing. You know, pretty cold. But you know, later on, we were stretching out through the day of refereeing. It became warmer and became more tolerable, and to the point where I didn't even need a jacket. Just took it off.
They didn't need a jacket.
It was pretty nice, pretty cool.
And it's about that time of year, though. Late October, we'll probably see our first snowfall this year. What do you think?
Maybe in late October, maybe in early November. Yeah, early November. That might be it.
Other than that,
well, it was nice talking with you guys.
it really was.
It was really nice. We'd hope to catch you guys on the flip. Peace.